institution of mathematics director had already planted the idea of civil service, but I decided while I was doing my post-graduation, based on my railway experience to the villages while I was doing BSc agriculture, and also there is a culture of civil service in OPSC, many of my seniors have that. They are only decided, but I was doing my job to gain some financial confidence, but later on I realized I am not giving justice to my preparation. That's why I quitted my job in March 2023, and then I got married in June, and I am preparing for August.
Since you have done agriculture, tell me something about state of agriculture in Odisha. How is it?
Yes, sir. The state of agriculture in Odisha, mainly we are focusing on rice, and rice, Odisha is very much self-sufficient. We are exporting also, but apart from that, in Odisha there is also pulses, and there is also oil seeds, and recently we are mainly focusing on millet. Odisha Millet Mission is there, which international conference has also been in 2023, and as Odisha there is a culture of eating habit. Mainly we focus on rice eating. That's why Odisha is focusing on rice, and also the climate is suitable. But nowadays there is crop diversification, and also in Department of Agriculture they are also promoting for crop diversification, because the only rice cannot suffice the nutrient deficiency. Now we are production sufficient, but we are not nutrient sufficient.
So you are saying that the farmers in Odisha have no problem?
No, sir. There are problems.
What problems like?
So problems like.
See, we in Odisha about 60% of the workforce is engaged in agriculture. But our output to the GDP of the country from farming sector is varies between 16 to 18%.
Yes.
So it's not a very productive, and there is distress.
Yes.
There is distress migration. There are so many financial schemes being introduced for farmers. Something must be wrong, no? So what exactly are the problems?
So basically the workforce, more number of workforce is engaged in agriculture, which is not required. That force can be diversified to other like manufacturing sector.
No, who is stopping them? Who is telling them to work?
Basically, sir, lack of industry sector, lack of other livelihood sections, livelihood opportunity led them to do in agriculture. It's not like.
So there is a lot of hidden unemployment.
Yes, hidden unemployment is there. And but nowadays, government of Odisha is doing a lot of things to improve farmer scenario.
Exactly.
Still,
like what?
Like recently, the CM Kisan Yojana, which was earlier.
That's a financial aid. It doesn't improve agriculture.
Technically.
Technically, you have to have not money, extension program.
Yes.
You are a student of agriculture.
Yes,
so if you have effective extension program, alongside other things, what is the percentage of irrigated farmland in Odisha?
So 35%.
What is the national average? But much higher.
Yes.
And in states like Punjab, which went through green revolution, it's almost like 99%. So, if you are backward in terms of, you will have only a single crop. You are dependent on monsoon. So these are issues which cannot be addressed by programs like CM Kisan or PM Kisan. You agree?
No, so that is a financial aid only. But there need to be extension program like what is going on, e-pest surveillance program, means through which we can guide the farmers. Because crop protection is a major issue. Farmers know how to cultivate, but they cannot manage if there is a pest in or something, pest or disease. So e-pest surveillance is one program, and there is also OIVT, means Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology. They are also doing a lot of extension program like in meteorology service.
See, university can devise various means by which you can come out with better farming techniques and better watering techniques, better fertilizer techniques. Those things can be there. Cropping patterns they can suggest, but the extension program has to be done through whom? By the state government extension workers. That is something which must be lacking. That's my view. That is why we have other problems like small land holdings and of course we are dependent on the monsoons for single crop. All these issues are there. There was a potato problem
Yes.
recently. Why did that happen?
So basically the production of potato in Odisha is very less, that's why we depend on West Bengal. But when the West Bengal government stopped it to send potatoes in Odisha, the price of potato hiked very much. So that's the solution was also state government depended on Uttar Pradesh government and they purchased from Uttar Pradesh government. Basically there is no cultivation, that's why we are not self-sufficient in potato cultivation.
We are, as I said, 60% of our workforce is engaged in agriculture. In US and in Europe, less than 2%. But the agriculture is very robust. So this 60%, let's say we would like to divert at least 20% out of this into other streams. What are the other streams in Odisha, avenues, where these people can be moved out from agriculture and go and do something fruitful? Which are areas which the government can work to improve the job environment?
Yes, sir. So that can one aspect I will say they can be diversified to the processing sector. Means
Food processing.
food
That
processing.
is still in agriculture.
And apart from agriculture and allied activities.
What kind of food processing there if you have, you don't produce potatoes. If you produce potatoes, you can make, potato chips. If you grow adequate amount of tomato, you can have sauce. But we don't grow any of these crops. Correct?
Yes,
Am I right? Or say peas. If our peas production is robust, then you can have, have a plant which can process that and have frozen peas sold out. But we get very frozen peas are suffered from Delhi.
yes.
So there are issues, major issues. And no, I am saying forget about the agriculture part.
So
In a general sense, yeah, fisheries.
fisheries and the livestock sector.
So that is called as blue water economy.
Lower.
So if you invest in blue water economy, you got 480 kilometers of coastline, but you don't have fishing harbors. No? Whatever fishing harbors are very rudimentary. Just the small boats can operate, and there are hardly any processing plants which can do the cleaning, fridging, transportation, etc. Fishing is one area where government can work on. Livestock,
Sector.
yeah.
Poultry.
Poultry, yeah.
And then we can go for mushroom farming. Means though it is in agriculture, mushroom farming, vegetable farming, and also Odisha has a huge potential of mining. Means
Mining we are exploiting.
Well, exploring and so new entrepreneur opportunities can be created. Means like skilling, we can give skill initiative to youths so that they can start their own entrepreneurship. And women, we can concentrate on, though women have household works also. Apart from that, the initiatives like such teaching and some boutique works, like small livelihood opportunities. The training can be given to women also. And also women can be means like through Mission Shakti they are doing so much works, but it can be encouraged more. Means like more number of women should be involved in that, so that the women.
This Mission Shakti has been there for 5 years now, or more.
Exact year I don't remember. It is more, not 5 years.
I think it may be 2017 or something
Yes,
when it started.
It started.
So if it has been there for 7 years, what difference has it made? You are a woman, so you must be speaking to people. How many of them have gone around and set up a tailoring shop or things like that?
So,
I don't know. Or have become a restaurateur.
similar Mission Shakti Cafe they have done. It is started. Mission Shakti Cafe they have started.
They are government run cafes. They are showpieces. They are not entrepreneurs.
Understood, sir.
Understood, no?
Yes, sir.
Oh, they are like government opens a cafe, now they invest so much money to maintain that cafe and run it. It's not profitable, but it's government run, so it can carry on. that actually doesn't empower the woman. I haven't seen many. Have you seen many women, women in the restaurant business or things like that? No.
There are very few women are there.
So Mission Shakti kya hua? And now yesterday there was one program which was launched. Subhadra. So you think it is going to make a difference?
So from the beginning we cannot be negative.
No, I'm just asking. See, a similar thing was there for Mission Shakti also did something similar.
Yes, sir.
My point is, Subhadra is not a absolutely new scheme.
Exactly.
Like PM Kisan was there, Kalia program was there, that also transferred money. So Kalia has been going on since 2019, 5 years. Has the farmers not improved? The point is, giving out dole, free cash is one thing. It doesn't actually change your working environment. Means if you don't have more irrigation, if you don't have better extension program, if you don't have cold chains, how many cold chains have come up in the last 5 years? Cold storage, for example.
Only 2 big states are having cold storage.
Then we are not invested in those which actually will encourage farmers to go in for diverse cropping, growing vegetables and other crop, oil seeds. Do you have an oil mill which has come up in the last 5 years? If you no, but just giving cash, which is a spent, it doesn't address that issue. That's why. So we are not. I am not trying to say that we are negative about this. What is the Subhadra Yojana? You give 10,000. So what is going to? How is going to empower that woman to give 10,000? She becomes head of the family. No. Then she goes to the account. The husband takes it and goes to the nearest butch and drinks. Because meaningful job is not there. My point is that when you look at something critically, it is not to just be critical of a scheme, but how are you going to make a difference to his life? You are giving him money, understood? They will not starve. But we are not in that stage, that absolute poverty which involves starvation has been removed for quite some time. It has been almost eliminated from the society. That's not there. But if they are not fruitfully engaged in some meaningful job, then money is not going to actually change the social environment. You may find very more people drunk or taking to drugs because money is there. Your son will come and give you a slap and take out money from you. There have been cases where children have murdered their grandfather, father, mother, whoever, because they were not given money for a bike or something. He has nothing to do, so he wants a bike, he wants to float around, sit with students, with friends. My point is, social inputs must be there than just monetary handout.
Mindset change also.
Mindset will happen. See, everybody wants to do an honorable job. Let's face it. It's not that he doesn't want to do something. He doesn't get something, so he gets, then he stops looking after a while, he stops looking for a job. So we have to look at, you as a candidate, we can suggest a few things that actually, beyond money, which can change the cycle, like micro industries, cold chain, setting up more. Cold chain means there will be more people working in the. If you have cold chain, you can sustain a food processing plant. You can't have a tomato ketchup thing where there is no cold storage and he works for 2 months in the year. In winter, cold chain tomato is grown in winter, na?
Yes.
ठीक है जी. Winter से crops रहेगा पर से ketchup दुकान बंद कर बसिबो. यदि cold storage massive production of तब रखी पाएगा, then he can run through it.
Yes.
Point is, these are things which, as an agriculturist, that these things make a difference in agriculture. Okay. तमें उटे mo school programs सुनी चाहो. तारा कौन mo school program रहते ला?
Basically, development of school infrastructure, as well as e-learning capacity, means the digital classroom was making.
कारण सेटा एबे हेची तारा ना चेंज हेची.
पंच शिक्षा से.
हाँ. तेणु पंच
शिक्षा से.
पंचसखा
पंचसखा
शिक्षा से हाँ पंचसखा पंचसखा किए थे
गोदावरी मिश्र उत्कर्ण गोपन दास
you are generally okay. See, most school was to connect the alumni with the school. Means the school will pass out question, they will contribute money, and government will give matching contribution. If one school, students, former students, who are doing well in life, they want to donate, they donate and put together. They make a project and they put 50 lakhs in an account. Okay. There is a mechanism, so it will go into that account, and there is a managing committee for that account. Government will give another 50 lakhs, matching. That is the most school program. We have twice the dropout of school children than the national average. Are you aware? Huh? कौन पे होची एते ड्रॉप आउट हम ओडिसा रे हमरा तो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्कूल्स माने भारी जोर सोर रे प्रोग्राम होतला हां आई एम नॉट आस्किंग एज अ वोटर आई एम आस्किंग एज अ कैंडिडेट द फैक्ट इज दैट देयर इज ट्वाइस द नेशनल एवरेज ड्रॉप आउट इन स्कूल्स ड्रॉप आउट माने जो माने क्लास एवरेज क्लास 1 रे जॉइन करथिले बोर्ड एग्जाम दीची 50% ड्रॉप आउट 50 माने हमरो ट्वाइस national average. National average about 20%, ours is about 40%. What kind? It's a dropout kind of thing.
One is lack of awareness about education.
No, they want to school, no.
So school environment is one factor. They're not getting proper sanitation, proper bathrooms. There's a girls dropout is there because girls are not feeling safe. Another thing is that when the girl child dropout is more because many parents think that what a girl will do after reading, they are not giving priority to social attitude. And also many are feeling that instead of learning and educating, they should be acted as a child laborer so that they can get money. So that is also another factor.
There was an incident.
And also school lack of teachers in some schools. We don't have
Many schools.
Many schools.
We have over 1 lakh teachers positions vacant.
Yes,
A very famous college university like Ravensa has got 60% faculty deficient. So on one side we say people are getting jobs. The other side we have got many jobs which is not being fulfilled. What is the problem? What do you think? See, we have got so many vacancies. As you said, more than 1 lakh teachers vacancies there, and we have got millions who are already jobless, graduates, postgraduates. So what is the problem?
lack of recruitment.
Lack of recruitment. Recruitment is lagging. Very badly lagging.
Regular recruitment
is not taking place. You were teaching in a college.
Yes.
Did you find any problems there?
So that was a private university.
Doesn't matter.
And it is a engineering earlier it was an engineering university. Later on in 2017 they started School of Agriculture. So there was so much basically administration issue in that college. But as we are a private employee and it is a private university, so
what is your opinion on education in the private sector?
So education
is it doing good or bad for the country?
So in one way they are doing good. They are giving more exposure to their students. Means they are doing various hackathons. They are taking their students from graduation. They are taking the university I was working. They are taking their students to various government initiative programs, hackathons, and those conferences also they are taking. And there was going DPT project. They are also involving the biotech students and some other related students they are involving. But as we were in agriculture school, actually, sir, the pattern they are doing is for the NAC accreditation. As for ICR, they were lacking some means basic infrastructure. Like there was not a good farm. Though it is developed. Means I worked there for 3 years, 8 months. Gradually developed. Initially there was an issue, and the major issue was there. Means they started post graduation also, but in post graduation individual field allotment is not there. Means there is no such field, because it is a private university. There is restricted land. Their campus land is restricted, so students are not getting much land for research purpose. For undergraduate it is okay. They have a farm to teach.
That is, you are talking about your college where
Yes,
you taught.
yes.
I am saying in a general mode.
It's a general. In private universities, they are more of a profit oriented. Means many institutes are profit oriented rather than individual growth of a child. And another is fake advertisement. Many times they are taking 100% placement, but where the 10% placement is not happening after graduating a student, or if a student is mostly in private university, fee is more. That's why they are doing loan and seeking the advertisement of 100% placement. They are getting admission there, but after their course is over, they are not getting a job, which is doing both mental health pressure as well as a
Having
family pressure.
parents are valuable money.
Yes.
Correct. So students who are unable to get admission to a government college by dint of merit. Now their parents pull in money, sell land, and really put him to a private school, really, private college for 4 years. He comes out without a job.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. When you analyze, you can say such things
Yes.
in a general thing. The private sector schools and colleges or universities can supplement the government effort. It cannot replace. But now there is a situation where private colleges are mushrooming because government has not kept pace with our democratic dividend. So many young people. There is mad rush for admission, and that's why people are going to coaching, NET and NEET exam and all these things. JEE. Okay. Your hobbies. What hobbies you have?
So cooking and guiding farmers on mushroom farming.
On mushroom farming. Have you actually grown mushrooms somewhere?
Yes, sir. So while I was doing my job, actually took a voluntary initiative. Means one famous mushroom scientist has joined there as an honorary professor. So along with sir has an objective to popularize mushroom in southern belt of Odisha. So I found it as an opportunity. I worked with sir. We are going to village, some 3 to 4 villages we adopted, and we are going on Sundays and we are demonstrating there how to do. And along with that also we are doing in our college farm also we are doing, but we gave them training and we demonstrated them. Also there was an awareness problem that how means there is not much mushroom eating culture there. So they also asked what to prepare from mushroom. We also did some mushroom items there. And now 5 to 6 farmers are also doing.
How do you, what should we do to improve tourism in Odisha?
Yes, so there is a lot of scope for tourism, but there is infrastructure issue basically. Means if there is a tourism potential, but there is no hotels nearby that to stay. Means for tourists to stay, there is not a hotel, and the means like road connectivity should be there to a place. So in Odisha, basically, I think connectivity issue is there to many places, as well as the places are not much exposed. Means in our, if we will means see our Odisha government tourism side, more places should be added so that visitors, when they will search.
And you have to make amenities.
Yes, sir.
Without amenities, people are not just going to rush.
Yes, sir. Because for tourism is something we need to be relaxed. It's not like that we have to be tensed in after coming a place.
There was a controversy regarding Puri recently. The government was planning to set up SACs.
Yes, sir.
What is that and what is your opinion?
So actually for encouraging tourism, government was planning to open liquor shops in the beach, which is basically we see in Goa and like that. But it was opposed from the public, and later on it is closed. Means the liquor shops will not open. And in my view also, sir, I will go with that not to open liquor shops in Puri beach, because in Odia people we are much connected with Jagannath culture, so we don't feel good in a religious place and having liquor there. For liquor there are other beaches can be developed. It is not right, but Puri beaches should not be there.
Good. You are confident? You have good grasp of what's happening around. Who is fighting whom in Middle East?
Sir, means Israel Palestine.
Hamas.
Yes, Hamas.
Hamas of Gaza Strip.
Yes.
This Palestine consists of two sections. One is West Bank and one is Gaza Strip.
Yes.
It is the Gaza Strip where Hamas was ruling, which started the war by entering Israel on 7th October. They are fighting that. Palestine as a state doesn't exist, not officially.
Yes.
It's not a fully recognized state, but a two-state solution is being sort of looked at. But Palestine consists of West Bank and Gaza. The fight is here in Gaza actually. So that's why they say war in Gaza. But you must have heard a slogan called "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." So nice. You don't read newspaper.
Sir, I read, but the exact line I have not. I am not able to recall. Maybe I have read.
Okay. Well, the questions will be mainly confined to our state and state of affairs. And since you are a teacher, you have been a teacher, so they might ask you about the education system, the NEP, whether it's good or bad, or how is it being implemented, what is the problem of students, problem in agriculture, what are the other things we can do to improve. And possibly they may, they have a bureaucrat, ex-vice officer in the panel, he may throw a practical problem. Like you are a video and, one village people come and they say they don't have drinking water, they surround your office and all. What will you do?
So, if drinking water issue is there. So, drinking water issue, we have to open, means we have to start it in drinking water infrastructure. It cannot be one day. I will first ensure to the people that it will be done, and I will do as early as possible. Because opening a tube well, at least it will take 2 days. So instant solution.